What's something your mom taught you that only made sense after life smacked you in the face? My mom had this thing she used to do that drove me absolutely insane growing up. She'd people watch like it was her full-time job. We'd be at the grocery store, and she'd lean in all serious and whisper, "Notice how that woman's laughing but her shoulders are tense? That's fake laughter. She's uncomfortable." I'd be mortified, pretending I didn't know her. My friends' moms were teaching them recipes or how to braid their hair. Mine was teaching me how to read micro-expressions and spot liars. She had rules for everything too. Don't trust anyone who talks too much about how honest they are. Always check the exits when you walk into a place. Never ignore the feeling that something's off. At 16, I thought she was a full-blown conspiracy theorist. She never even liked my friends. She'd say things like, "That girl copies the way you speak because she's trying to blend in, not because she likes you." I used to roll my eyes so hard I thought they'd stick that way. When I went to college, I couldn't wait to be free of her constant gut-feeling speeches. I was the exact opposite of her. Open, social, trusting. I shared everything with everyone. I posted where I was, who I was with, even what dorm I lived in. I called it being friendly. Mom called it being a walking invitation for trouble. We didn't fight exactly. We just stopped talking much. She'd call, ask if I was locking my door or if my new friend seemed genuine, and I'd give her one-word answers until she got the hint. After graduation, I got a job in Denver and moved into a small apartment with my coworker, Ella. Mom sent me a care package with pepper spray and one of those door alarms that scream if someone tries to break in. I left them both in the box. Around that time, I met Ben. He worked in IT, had this calm confidence and a dry sense of humor I loved. He wasn't flashy, just solid. Our first date was at this board game cafe where he somehow beat me at every game but made it seem like I almost won. He'd text me in the morning, ask about my day, listen when I vented. No red flags, none. My mom would have picked him apart, but I didn't tell her about him for weeks. A couple months in, Ben started getting weirdly protective. It was small at first. He'd ask who I was texting, joke about my mystery friends. Then one night when I mentioned going out with coworkers, he said, "Why do you need to go drinking with them? Don't I give you enough attention?" I laughed it off, but he didn't. He got quiet, cold. I remember that night lying in bed and hearing my mom's voice in my head. Pay attention when someone's jokes sound like tests. A week later, I got a call from Ella while I was at work. She said Ben had shown up at the apartment asking where I was. She told him I was working late, and he left, but she said the look in his eyes freaked her out. When I confronted him, he claimed he was just dropping off flowers. Sweet, right? Except there were no flowers anywhere. He said Ella must have hidden them to make him look bad. My stomach dropped. I remembered one of Mom's lessons. If someone tries to convince you not to believe your own eyes, walk away fast. I didn't even argue. I blocked his number, packed a bag, and stayed with Ella's sister that night. The next day, Ben showed up at my job. Security had to escort him out. Turns out he'd been fired from 2 past jobs for harassment, something I found out only after searching his name online. My mom would have found that out in 5 minutes. That night, I called her for the first time in months. The second she picked up, I just said, "You were right." She didn't even gloat. She just asked if I was safe. Now, when she sends me her little safety lectures, I don't roll my eyes anymore. I keep the pepper spray in my purse, the door alarm on my handle, and the lesson in my head. Turns out, being paranoid looks a lot like being prepared, especially when the world starts proving your mom right.